Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is May the 14th, 2013. Hey, I noticed something earlier. Pretty, I mean, what I noticed is, like, it's unbelievable that what they've done. They have used the same cloud image everywhere, pretty much, since May the 5th. This has been the same picture of the clouds since May 5th. They haven't changed, and the satellite thing's, I guess, back or whatever. But and now I know that the clouds changed every day in the past. I mean, they changed every single day. Now they're just changing the radar. The radar is the only thing live. The cloud pattern. This has been here since May 5th. May the 5th, 9 days ago. They haven't changed cloud image. Apparently, that's. I mean, you go like this. Look, turn on the information right here, and you just click information. Current cloud image time, the 6th of May 2013. And then I tried downloading this 24-hour cloud animation. It's right there, but it doesn't work. It says I'm supposed to have something up here to do something, and there's nothing there. And this is the current radar time, the 15th of May. Okay. So apparently that's the situation with Google. So I no longer have a daily change in the weather with the clouds. I wonder why they shut that down. I wonder why they stopped doing that. Because it wasn't like that before. The clouds changed every day pretty much. I mean, they did absolutely changed every day. The clouds now are the same clouds since the 6th of May. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's why all this is still the same. This little patch right here is still the same. Watch this little one that comes up right here. Still in the same place. These ones up here are still in the same place. The only thing that's changing is the radar. Now, I mean, it could be because I've pointed this out, or it could be just my Google Earth. Please let me know if your Google Earth is doing the same thing. I'd really would like to know that, because I mean, I thought this pattern had been here for like a week. I was saying, damn, this thing's still here. It's just like it. I mean, it hasn't changed. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's going on with that? You know, because I looked on the internet at the weather sites, and it showed. I looked at the loop, and it shows it different than it shows it here. So I just and then I clicked on this information thing, and that just showed me. I mean, it's 9 days old. This weather. And I just want to know if anybody else is having that same issue. I really would appreciate it if you'd send me a comment and let me know. Because that changes everything for me. I mean, it doesn't change the things that I find with the weather that's here that they give us. But I mean, how are they going to just give us what they want to give us? You know what I mean? They're going to wait till there's a picture that they can give us and just leave it there for 9 days or more. Something we can't work with very well. Even though this right here, I mean, that's a revealing picture. I mean, when you think about that, people, that weather pattern right there. Okay, weather is basically shaped by the temperatures and the wind, but the temperatures in the ocean. I mean, you got different temperatures. There's a mark at the bottom of the ocean. The bottom of the ocean in this spot looks like this. Looks like that weather. It has to look like that weather. I hate to say, but it has to look like that weather. And it doesn't show anything. What it shows is, not much at all. Nothing right here. It should be something right there. There definitely should be something there. I mean, there's a shape like that on the ocean floor right there. It looks like that. Big hole. They don't show it to us, but it's in the weather. You can see it in the weather. How does weather just get all crazy like this, where you got a straight line and then a bunch of curves and things, and then a big thick spot and then a thick spot over here, and how does it get like that? Unless there's a big print like that at the bottom of the ocean that changes the temperatures, where it's deep and where it's cold, and then where it's not so deep and it's warmer. So there's a big hole right there in the ocean floor. And I took this picture of the weather there. Even though I can't call it live weather anymore because it's not. I took it over to South America last night, and I put it over to South America because it looked pretty familiar, that shape. And I've put India and all them together so many times. I mean, here we go. Let me just turn this weather off and then show you that. Got it right here somewhere. Okay, right here. Nope, right here. Okay, there's that weather. Oh, from over there, over South America. Here, back it off just a little bit. You got to have a big screen. If you don't, then you're going to have to try it yourself. And that fits really good right there. And then I brought up like the south pole of the moon. A couple different pictures. This one here. I like this one better. I'm going to turn that picture off. The first one. I line that to the weather. I line this to the weather. That weather pattern that I put over South America. And I think it fits pretty good. Of course, I've had this here before. Somewhere up there in my list. And then we just check it with the live weather. Not the live weather, but the weather that's up there now. I'm sorry. That sucks. They did that. I can't. You know, I do believe it. I absolutely believe it. Just all it takes is one person to point stuff like that out, and once they know that you're making videos or something, pointing that stuff out, they'll take it down. Because it's I guarantee what I was seeing was something that they would want to take down. Okay, because other people would see it and it's put it together. It's definitely there. There's no question the weather was fitting in these impacts by the moon, showing impacts by the moon on the Earth. The weather was showing that. The Earth shows it too. You don't need the weather. You can do it with just the Earth. But the weather would point out locations, more than one location all over the Earth. I mean, it pointed out like 10 in one day. One day it was pointing out 10 different, at this exact same time I was on at one time, and I counted 10 patterns of impacts by the moon on the Earth on one day. At one sitting. At that sitting, right at that moment. I found at least 10 impacts on the moon, or on the Earth, by the moon. At least. That's why I'm saying I just stopped counting. I just really did stop counting, because I know there's more than that. I know there's more than that. And the weather shows them all the time, but now it's not gonna. The radar will. I mean, the radar will still show it, but you know, because these are the people that control it. People, NOAA, U.S. Navy. These are all government bullshit motherfuckers that fucking put this shit out. You know, it pisses me off. Sorry, but I can't help it. You know, it's just one thing. You know, they give you something, then they just take it away as soon as they realize you can use it for use it to see the truth. And you can all think what you want, you know, whether it's true or not. I mean, I look at like I said, I look at the Earth, and I think, and I look at history. I look at the woolly all the animals that just died all of a sudden out of nowhere, and the ice ages. I look at all that, and I look, I just look at history, and I look at the Earth itself. Volcanoes and where they're located, where the centers of these impacts fall, like right in the middle of the Marianas Trench. I mean that, and it's a big circle around the outside. So I'm just thinking, that's kind of that kind of goes together. It seems pretty likely. And I look at the ones at the poles, and then I start putting the magnetism thing together, where you've got opposite poles attract, and like poles, they repel. And they say that we're always moving away. The moon's always moving away, and that's bullshit. It does not always move away. Maybe it's moving away at this time. Maybe not. It might not be moving away from us very much longer. But that's way more logical than gravity. And they say it can't happen. Gravity does this. The whatever the what is that? I can't remember the dude's name. The Roush limit or whatever, where it would never come, they would never collide, they would explode before. You can't figure that. You can sit there and figure it out in a mathematical equation, but when it comes to something as big as the Earth and the Moon, which is probably bigger or at least as big, then you're not going to be able to figure that out. And even if you could, it would just try to tell you something else anyways. I'm so sick of it all, that kind of shit anyway. Scientists just kind of string you along, brainwash you in school to believe one thing. Just it all started out for the gold and everything like that. Now that they've got all that secured, it doesn't matter. They're not going to tell you now because it would discredit it. I mean, like I say it 1,000 times, but I mean, that's why. The gold and the oil and all the stuff that it brought, the moon brings to the earth, like diamonds. Just like in Sailor Moon. When Sailor Moon asked Queen Burial, who are you? She says, I come from a family burned by the flames of the moon. And because she's a burial is a crystal gem, right? It's a gem, and it was created by she says, I come from a family burned by the flames of the moon. And then right after that, she says, your presence will one day become a burden to Sailor Moon, and it will one day. The moon will become a burden to the earth. It'll hit the earth, and the moon will hit, and they have those songs in there. It says, destroy old, rebuild new. Nemesis. Then the other one is I believe in the destroyer. Look into my eye. It's the source of my oath. Look into my eye. It's the source of this world. Here's the eye right here. In case you don't know, this eye is right here. Mirror Oriental. That's what I think. That's the eye that they're talking about when they say, "Look into my eye." It's the source of my oath. Look into my eye. It's the source of this world. This is the source of our world, basically. I mean, it shapes the whole planet Earth. This crater at this size. Okay, believe it or not. I mean, you don't believe it, but just check it. Check yourself. Don't believe it. I don't want you to believe it. I'm trying not to talk you into believing anything, but I'm just saying you want to check things out before you set your mind on somebody else's theory. Mine and theirs, everybody's. You don't ever just do it on, go on someone else's information. If it's something important, you should check it yourself. And I can't think of anything more important, really, myself. I mean, sure, there's things more important because there's not much I could do about this, but at least spread the word and get people aware of a true or a different history of the Earth, possibly. This could be all. It would be difficult for them to be able to predict my every move with this crater, which is what they would basically have to do, because they don't know where I'm going with it next. And every time I go to the next place with it, it's right there. It fits. Before I even go there, I know where I'm going. I put it there, and then it fits. And I can't see how they could predict that so long, my every move for so long, with just if they were to fabricate that crater to fit one spot and then another spot, maybe 3 or 4 spots on the Earth. But I put the Earth back together with that. Maybe that's just the way they draw the Earth too. I don't know. That's I try to get other sources, and I try to, like I said, look at the history of the Earth and things like that. And that stuff all ties it together as well. So it kind of sucks that the weather's not live now. It's not. I can't say that it's not. It hasn't changed in 9 days. I've been waiting. I just noticed it an hour and a half ago that those pictures were old. Maybe 2 hours ago, that the pictures were old, because the weather hasn't been changing. I said, what the hell? That's impossible. I mean, it's just going to sit there like that in the Indian Ocean and just stay the same. And I figured it out. Apparently they're not. I bet you the weather right now. Oh man, I'd love to see the weather right now. Why haven't they shown it for 9 days? Why was this satellite down for a week? It was gone for a whole week, which means, I mean, I don't know what that matters, because there was no radar weather here to show. No light. It's always just over here. They don't really put any radar stuff over here for us. I mean, I never had any radar weather over here. It's just all satellite. Just the stuff, the clouds and stuff. But the only radar we get, if you live in North America, I guess, and we get Europe too. That's it. We don't get any radar over here. I mean, not that there probably isn't any here, but why the old weather? Because right now on the Earth, we got all these. Okay, on the sun right now, there's a bunch of solar flares going on, big ones. Okay, and a whole bunch in one day. Then the next day, another one, big one too. So I bet you the cloud patterns on the Earth right now are showing some serious shit, and they don't want to show that to you. They know. I guarantee you, it's showing some serious stuff. If anybody can send me to another site where I can see, like I'm used to seeing on this, or even better, I'd like to see some weather where I can see some of these cloud patterns. Even though it's hard to say. You can't necessarily trust that either. But yeah, this is old shit. This is the one I showed you last week. It's the same in the same place. It hasn't moved. Watch. I'll turn off the radar. And that looks like that. It looks like that's different, actually. No, there's the. Yeah, it does look like it has changed. This part right here. Let's see. What do they say on the information? Same thing. No. Yep. Same thing. Same shit. So I don't know. Here, let me just bring up that one. Where's that one at? N. Right here. No, that's the other one over there, huh? Yeah, and the hell what's properties? Cancel. Oh, not N. I think I brought it all the way down here. Here it is. See, now that weather, those clouds have changed right there. These clouds have changed. Those are different than they were the other day. I can tell you that right now. That's not how I had it. Well, yeah, I guess it's pretty close. Yeah, that's close enough. Hasn't really changed. Nope. That cloud's still the same. Yeah, it hasn't changed. This round cloud's still the same. Hasn't changed. So they're hiding the weather on the Earth. And I'm not going to make this much longer over something so, major to me, but so share any information you got with me if you could. I appreciate that. Always do. And I'll see. I got to see what the weather looks like on the Earth. This is 9 days. 9 days, and I'm used to seeing it change. It updates as I'm doing these videos. I'll be making a video, and the weather itself will update as I'm making the video, like 2 or 3 times sometimes. So why haven't we had any real live clouds on Google Earth for 9 days? 9 days, people. Think about that one. All right? And then think about the solar flares, too. And think about what could be going on. Something could be getting ready to flip. As soon as something flips, that's it. It's coming. Everything starts to go the other way, I think. I think whenever the sun reverses its poles or something, it makes it. Our poles are going to reverse it, or something's going to happen. Something's going to go in reverse. The moon will come back towards the Earth. It will no longer be repelled away from the Earth once the poles and things start to flip. So let's take a look keep your eyes on the sun. Seriously, the new moon's coming. We need to take a look at that too. Very close, and update each other. Let each other know what's up, what they see, what we find. All right, have a good day.